First of all, what's up, guys? I hope you're all doing great and amazing. And I just want to talk a little bit about this new knife that I got. This is the YOJIMBO 2 in CruWear and Soft G10. First off, let me say this is my first experience with Smooth G10. I really like it. I like the texture G10, but sometimes it can be a little much. I mean, most of the time it feels great. It feels wonderful. But just this smooth G10 feels great. I don't prefer one over the other one yet. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit. Just first impressions. This is not a review. Just first impressions. This is not a review. I've only carried this thing for about a week. That's not enough for a review. Despite of what other reviewers might say, that is not enough time. I've only cut packages and plastics, and yeah, we painted a garage. So a lot of packaging and plastics and papers were cut, and this thing is amazing for that. But there's other stuff that I cut, zip ties, etc., fabric and whatnot. So let's talk a little bit about it. Oh, check this out. This is my first custom hank that I've ever designed and had printed out. Non omnis moriar, which means not all of me shall die. That quote has been speaking to me a lot lately, so I decided to make it a hank microfiber backed, of course, blue stitching. It's a 7x7, just a great overall size for things like this. Yeah, check it out. I may or may not still have one on the website. Website's down below. I like to do some size comparisons real quick. That is the YOJIMBO 2. This is the PM2, one of the, I think, most popular knives in the EDC community of all time. This is a Native Chief, a knife that I really enjoy using. It is a giant guy. The Native Chief 2 is overall 9.25 inches, and in centimeters, that would be 40 centimeters overall. The YOJIMBO is the smallest guy here at 8 inches overall and 3.25 inch blade length, cutting edge, 3.5 overall blade length. But the cutting edge is only like 3.25. With the Spider PM2 Spyderco, you got 3.25 cutting length, 3.5 blade. But the handle's a lot bigger at 4.75, which is nice if you're doing work. It's nice to be able to have like a full grip on your knife, which is why I have the Native Chief, just that full grip, and then some. I really like. And the YOJIMBO, I also get a full grip, not a lot of it sticking out of the back, just a little bit, unlike the other ones. But it feels great. This one doesn't have a finger choil, which is kind of weird to me because I'm used to that Spyderco finger choil. This half moon shape here, where your knife could rest nicely, is a finger choil, and I like it. I use it often. On this one, it doesn't really have one. You can do it, but it's not as comfortable. But it's nice. You can hold it from down here, and there's a thumb ramp right here that feels good. There's another one here for pulling that feels good. This is really nice to put your index finger up here and do this kind of X-Acto knife stuff, which I did over the week. Again, this is not a review. This one's in CruWear, which is a carbon steel. It can. Hey Google, turn on office light. So this is it's a carbon steel. Usually it comes in S30V, I believe, and it comes in normal G10. But a guy had this one for a great price. I decided to jump on it. I don't know if I'm gonna change the clip. I changed the clips for all my PM2s to Lynch clips like this one in titanium. I have no idea if I'm gonna do it to this guy or not. I'm not. I'm not quite sure. I like the scales. I like the metal. I like the cutting edge. It is really thin behind the edge, and it's really slicey. The action on this thing was not as spectacular as a usual PM2 would be, but it's broken in and it's doing good now, and I hope it continues to break in. This is the reason why a week is not good enough to make a full review. But those were my first impressions. I hope they are not too long. Long story short, I like the knife. I enjoy it. It turns out that it's very useful, and normal tasks like opening up packages, cutting plastic and paper, Just all the kinds of stuff that a utility knife would do of the same shape. This does also, and it's great because it's, you get like 3-4 times the size of a utility blade. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing great, and that was my first impressions.